That's only $1,200.
Only
Yes.
$1,200
Y'all
in
not
this
listening
economy.
to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Hey y'all, welcome back to TNT Podcast. I'm your girl Tasha.
I'm T. What's up, y'all?
So, church.
Yeah.
In church, I grew up in the church.
Right,
I always
yeah.
have stories about church. I got stories for days.
I know.
And one thing that I really dislike about church, especially the mega churches, is they're all about the money.
Mm-hmm.
They are all about the Benjamins. Some of them even have ATMs in the church.
So does everybody tithe when they go to church?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's
how
what
they,
this
that's
is
how
about.
They make their money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's tithes and then there's offering, but there's also shaming if you don't have
yikes.
money to tithe.
So they don't have like a free church? Because mind you, I've never went to church. I went to like church
You have been
services.
to church.
Yeah, but I never went to church.
So back in the day, they used to pass around a basket.
Okay, right.
But
Collection plate.
but later on it became
Like a subscription service.
something like that, to where, are you tithing this week? Stand up. If you're not tithing this week, sit down. So there's that
so it's
shame.
every week?
They ask for money every Sunday.
Shit.
And so it makes you feel some type of way, especially if you can't give and you want to give.
Mm-hmm.
But there should never be shaming around that.
Yeah.
And so in this particular instance, this pastor, he asked for money.
Okay.
And you'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm kind of curious, like, what happens if you don't have money? You just, they try to force you to give it.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all
God
that
damn.
participated.
Hey, it's church. Don't stop cussing. This heathen right here, he don't know any better. Take it back a little bit.
Oh man,
That's only $1,200.
That's $1,200.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
And people clapping.
Fuck.
And people clapping.
Oh.
And so apparently, he called people up to give certain amounts. And so when he said, for the people who are giving this amount, you come up and you pledge this amount. And I think it was for the building fund. If you've been in church, there's always a building fund for the new building, and you'll be paying that building fund for years.
Oh my goodness.
But I guess in this particular situation, she didn't come up on the right amount.
Right. She said I have 1,235, and he was like, that is not.
That's only $1,200.
Only
Yes.
$1,200
Y'all
in
not
this
listening
economy.
to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
And somebody's like, hee hee. And see, my thing is, say thank you and keep it pushing. And it really, I got PTSD from this because there are so many instances in church where you wouldn't have it. And I remember one particular moment I was in church, and this wasn't really my church, but my mom was going to this church, and I never went back to this particular church. The guy said, I want you to sow a seed of at least $500. And he was like, if you don't have it, you could write a faith check.
Oh.
I said, a faith check? Now, I was in college at the time. And there's so many stories. And I was like, I need money for books. And it's just this psychology. And I was thinking about it, all the money that we tithe and offered, and I had to take student loans out.
Yeah, right.
If that money was put into savings account or college fund,
stock market,
any of those things, we wouldn't be in debt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But
it's that psychology of, because you go into certain neighborhoods and there's a church on every corner.
Okay, yeah.
It's like they're siphoning money from you. And there were instances where I remember us riding the bus and still tithing.
Okay, yeah. Because that was something that I've always noticed as somebody who doesn't really attend church, was that in certain sides of the town, there would always be a church somewhere.
Right.
Now to come to find out that, this is how tithing works and how they generate money, it makes sense, because there's a business aspect.
Definitely.
Or a business side
and
of
some
things.
people are going to say, oh, that's not true. But I'm telling you, a lot of church. I went to one church here, and there was, I think, City Church or something in Buckhead, the first church that never passed around a collection plate, never asked you to come to the front. They was like, if you want to give, you just put the money in it was at the doors of the church. But then it was in a kind of wealthy neighborhood too. Okay. So
I thought church was free. Sure.
Yeah, church is supposed to be free. Yeah. And it really makes you feel icky when something is done like that. You work hard for your money. Yeah. And for someone to say something like that to you, to me, he tried to embarrass her.
Yeah, he did.
And
I would ask for my money back.
I would have took that check
there's
back.
There's plenty of things I know I could do with $1,200.
Right. And so
if you can't use it.
Yeah. So this happens way too often, but this went viral, and the pastor and the parishioner was on the news talking about it. So if you go into the watch later list, we can watch it and you'll see what he has to say.
I was calling because the whole church was giving, and it was our day of giving, and the whole church was coming, and we didn't want people standing, the mothers and all that. So I was calling them by increments, and we had someone that had given out of before, and I corrected it, and I told everybody to listen and come when you call, and that's all that was.
Roberta told me Pastor Winans personally apologized to her. She's been a member of Perfecting Church since 2013 and has given faithfully over the years and will continue to do so.
Yikes, man.
So imagine giving faithfully for 12 years.
Yeah, right.
And she can afford $1,200 more in giving because the building fund is not tithes, okay? Tithing is separate. It is 10% of your income. Yeah. And on top of that, usually they ask for offerings. The offering is not tithes either. Yeah, right. So she's giving tithe. The fact that she gave that, I know she gave offering and she gave building fund.
Yeah, right.
None of that money is going toward her bills and other things.
Well, the thing.
And I know she probably got it.
She probably has it.
But usually people don't.
Forgave the pastor and they worked things out. So it looks like everything was kind of cleared up. But
lies.
I understand. He was probably frustrated that he gave clear instructions for people who were donating over, which certain amounts to get in the line and everything, and she didn't. And so she just caught him at a moment of frustration, and unfortunately or fortunately, it was caught on camera and it became viral.
My thing is, I feel like he could have handled it better.
Yeah, absolutely.
He could have been way more
he could have been way more graceful, way more respectful about it.
And that is not of God. And I know we make mistakes, but I don't think this is something new from him. The fact that he said it like that and he did it like that, and the only reason he apologized because it was caught on camera and everybody is now shaming him.
Right, of
but
course.
He has no problem shaming other people.
Yeah.
He could have said, "Thank you so much, sister." What's her name?
Macbeth.
McCoy. Thank you, Sister McCoy, and keep it moving.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I would have took my money back and he would have never seen me again.